Welcome everybody to the Juice is Loose number 43. I am your host Terminator Juice. Today we're going to be discussing a few things from Mewtwo to Mario Kart 8 DLC, Pack 2, and a couple new game trailers we saw recently. So I got a panel of 3 guests here. I'm going to have them introduce themselves. So take it away, Andre.
Hey everybody, I'm glad to be on another episode of The Juice is Loose, and I realized my microphone is way too far away from me, so you probably didn't hear me that
We
well.
heard you.
Okay, at least that's a good thing. My mic is pretty damn good, even though my camera sucks.
All right, next up.
Alrighty, how you doing? Coupon here. Yeah, the Gaming Diva in the house, back for another exciting, podcast.
Juice is
Let's
Loose.
go. I'm tired.
Supergirl. Is
Supergirl
it
losing energy,
Supergirl
yo.
or Superwoman?
Superwoman.
They got some kryptonite over there, dude?
No, Super Diva. We're gonna go with that.
Okay. But you got some kryptonite over there sitting next to you, apparently.
That don't work on a Super Diva.
Mm-hmm. Next, we got our last but not least. Go ahead.
Hey, how's it going? I feel like I'm freaking drunk. I don't know. But hey,
What'd you say?
I'm glad to be here.
You're not old enough to drink.
And everything is great.
You're a
I'm just
minor.
kidding.
You can't drink.
It's all good. Hey,
All
hey,
right.
hey! I'm like 3 years away.
You're still a minor.
3 years.
Doesn't matter.
Well, technically, you're
Well,
like
in Italy,
25
it's
months.
14. So screw off.
All right. So before we get into the topics, since I haven't spoken with Andre in a while or Coupon, let's just. What have you guys been playing lately? Last couple weeks. You don't have to go back months, but last couple weeks, what games you been playing, if any, or any movies, anything you've been doing the last couple weeks you want to talk about real quick? Go ahead,
Alright.
Andre.
I'll let Coupon go first, because I got
Okay.
rowdy kids.
Yeah, I just finished Ori and the Blind Forest. That annoyingly frustrating game, but it's a beautiful game. I really enjoyed it. I would recommend it to anyone, so definitely check that out. It was fun. I just suck at platforming type of games, so it took me longer than I.
But you
than
finished
necessary.
it. It looked pretty
But
challenging.
I finished it. It's pretty challenging. I liked it. It was really annoying, but I had fun with it. So you normally don't get that. And I am currently playing Pandora's Tower and simultaneously playing Pandora's Tower along with Wind Waker HD.
Nice. All right,
Okay.
Andre, you ready?
Yeah.
All right.
So I've been playing Smash on the Wii U and the 3DS, and it is fun on the new 3DS with the additional stick and buttons.
Mhm.
Feels so much better. You were right. So those, and I've been playing Pokemon Omega Ruby a bit. I'm trying to get back into the game and actually get somewhere. So it's been a while since I played it.
All right, Mega. I just talked to you recently, but you can still tell the audience here what you've been playing lately.
I've been playing Pokemon 2. Been breeding a lot, and I've been playing Persona 4 Arena Ultimax because I'm trying to get ready for these tourneys, and Smash here and there because I'm trying to practice with Mewtwo a bit, and yeah, that's about it.
All right, you don't have to sound too excited, man. You can tone it down a little bit.
Yeah,
You on some Ritalin?
yeah, sure.
God damn, someone keeps calling me, but muted it. So anyway, so let's talk about Mewtwo. Since you said you've been practicing with him, I tried him a few times. I'm terrible with them. It's floaty, and I don't really like.
About to say I'm the same way.
His B moves are pretty pathetic, in my opinion. But I played against my Derek Swiftfox, and he did pretty good with them. We were pretty even with my Zelda, which is probably one of my best characters, and it was a pretty even match. But overall, Mewtwo, glad I didn't have to pay for him. If I did, I'd probably be a little disappointed. But it's good that he's there for people that liked him, and I guess he's better than he was in Melee from what I'm hearing. But that's my thoughts. Why don't you go ahead, Mega, and how you feeling about Mewtwo so far?
Well, Mewtwo is actually, I got used to him because I hated his floatiness and such, but I certainly got used to his floatiness and managed to use it so that way I can recover better, and that way I won't get trapped. Because usually when you jump to come back on the platform, it would usually be, instead of you grabbing the ledge, it would just bring you right on top, and then that way that guy could just smash you right out. So mostly you just got to do that later. Just don't do it so early, because trust me, Mewtwo jumps high. Okay,
Yes.
he jumps really high, so don't worry about it. And his teleport makes it even better.
And his forward B gives you a little up too, like
Yeah,
up a little bit when he does that.
and yeah, and that's another thing, is that if you're really away from the screen and you jump, make sure you have at least somewhat of that aura charged, at least until the point of when it's fully charged, so that way it can bounce you, it can at least push you right back to the stage. Just look the opposite direction, basically. That could also work. Then the days, that I use really rarely. It's really hard to get people with, but I managed to get it when they least expect it, because they really don't expect me to even use that at all. Because whenever I play them, I never use it until certain times. So the days actually somewhat helps. His little reflect kind of thing that he does, which also flips everybody, basically flips anybody who touches it. That's actually helpful to basically do a smash right after that. You can just automatically do a smash or throw the aura ball, and that really helps a lot. And just to say, that thing will double it more than a counter could ever double an attack. Because I tried this with a friend, and we were both Mewtwo. I threw an aura sphere, he reflected it back, I reflected it right back at him. He was at 0 and he was already smashed out.
Really?
Yeah, that thing's deadly. It has a lot of knockback. It doesn't matter what percentage you're at. So that's only if it's reflected though.
That's good to know for future avoidance.
Yeah, I reflected one and then it reflected back, and I didn't reflect it the second time, and that definitely
just
KO'd
be
me.
careful, because if you know that you have a reflective character, make sure you know that he's also reflective too, because he's gonna reflect that thing right back, unless he's somewhat far away. He has to be at least far away in order to reflect it back, because there is kind of a how do you call that?
You gotta time it. Like with Zelda's reflect's a lot easier to pull off.
There is kind of like a move lag. There you go.
A delay
of when he can do another move. So you got to be really careful with that. But everything else is fine. His up smash is really, really deadly. Just make sure you're not caught in it probably around 90%, because you will die probably, if you like, especially if you're like a light character. But in total, oh yeah, and another thing, he really dies easily. He dies easily. Because of his floatiness, he dies really easy. I died around, let me see, 70% on a smash attack that wasn't even charged at all. It was just like, there you go. So he's really, really delicate. You just got to be careful with him. And I basically am doing tricks with him where using his up B, his teleport, I'm using that to basically manipulate people, going around and then just smashing them from behind. Kind of been doing that a lot. So there's a lot of ways you can play Mewtwo, but in any case, he really was not exciting. It was really kind of a letdown for many people who were waiting for him. Honestly, for me, I was just like, oh, okay, I got him for free. I'm managing to use him in a way, so that's all.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. It's nice to have a fresh face, a new character to try out, but I don't know. Let's get to Andre or Coupon if either of you have any thoughts on Mewtwo.
I think he's interesting, but for me, honestly, he doesn't suit my play style. So it's just like, for me, playing with him is like trying to work while playing a video game, and that just doesn't feel right to me. I understand putting in work on a video game, but when it feels like work, I don't enjoy it. That's how Mewtwo feels to me.
Coupon, any thoughts on Mewtwo?
I just only downloaded them. I haven't even touched them.
All right, fair enough. So we'll move on.
She's like, I have him.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean it's not that big of an addition. Um,
Yeah.
so let's go on to a couple of these game trailers that were shown recently. The Assassin's Creed Chronicles. I'm not sure if that's new or not. It's supposedly coming out tomorrow or something. It said April 21st. It's more of a 2D looking with high art style game with a female character. Reminds me of Prince of Persia, kind of the style they're going for. There's looked like a lot of platforming kind of on like a 2D plane, but it was a 3D environment. So what I saw looked promising. It's a breath of fresh air for the Assassin's Creed series, which to me is after playing Assassin's Creed 2, I'm good probably for the rest of my life playing Assassin's Creed. Tried 4, just couldn't get into it, but this looks promising. It says it was on the Xbox YouTube channel. I don't know if it's exclusive or anything. If anybody knows,
it's a multi-plat.
Okay.
No, it's not.
And of course, I'm guessing it's not coming to the Wii U.
Nah, of course.
Nah, it ain't.
Of course not.
Because
Yeah.
we're too much
Their
of
graphics, they're too high quality.
yeah, we're too much
Yeah.
of kids that we can't have.
I don't know. It looks more like a game that had a chance to do good on the Wii U.
And honestly, I would
It
think
does.
it would because of the style.
Because of the art style that it took, yeah. It
And
has a child.
referencing-
It's
Now
very
that you-
reminiscent of Child of Light. It really is.
Now that
Yes.
you mention it, the game's supposed to come out like tomorrow, right?
Mhm.
Yep.
This was actually kind of announced a long time ago. It was kind of like but nobody really cared.
Yeah, they said something briefly
yeah.
about it, but they didn't
Yeah,
say much.
they did.
Like, because where does it take place? Like China?
Mhm.
China, yeah.
Yeah. They announced that before. It was gonna be a platformer, because now it was reminded. So yeah, it's just a little like kind of spin-off thing of Assassin's Creed. Not really.
There's supposed to be 2 others similar in this style. Something from Russia, something from other locations. I'm not sure. I didn't get all the
It looked
details.
almost like an indie
Whatever,
game.
Yeah, I
take
think
on-
they might have hit up their smaller groups like the
Oh.
Child of Light people.
I was
to
gonna
hit
say,
that up.
since you said it's like an indie game, hopefully an indie dev team made it.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't mind if the Child of Light dev team did
Devs
it,
did it. Yeah.
because they did an amazing job. So I would definitely.
And if they did do it, Ubisoft might actually get some money out my pocket.
Yeah.
That's the only way they would if they
That's the only way they'll get revenue from me.
Well, the only thing that's concerning is that they all of a sudden, a day before it comes out, now they're showing some new stuff. It's like I'm guessing it's gonna be really short and hopefully like a budget title, like $20
it's like
or less.
$10. I think
Okay.
I think they said it's going for 10.
Okay,
So-
yeah, that's decent, man.
I mean, that's cool. Something they can try. I wish they would have just dropped the Assassin's Creed altogether, just made it a Prince of Persia. Some
Or
form
Princess
of
of Persia, since it's
Yeah.
going.
that. You know,
Something.
it's like when people say Nintendo relies on Mario too much. I think Ubisoft in
It's
this
relying on
situation,
it.
this didn't need to be Assassin's Creed, but it still looks promising. Maybe a nice little small title for $10. It's got me intrigued, and I don't know. It's probably going to be out on PC, I would think, then, if it's multi-plat, so I might check it out. But the other game, and this, honestly, I was talking to Mega off air, I haven't followed any of the news. I just saw the trailer this morning, so I don't know what people are saying about it, but the Star Wars Battlefront in-game trailer, game engine footage, it said,
CGI.
and I mean, it looks like what would be a really cool CG Star Wars movie. I didn't see any gameplay or anything.
Yeah, so a lot of people have to understand that's in-game engine, not in-game footage.
Yeah, it's the game engine, like I was
The
saying.
engine, not the game.
It could be maxed out to the highest settings that will never be achieved, but it's still the game engine. It just hasn't. Once it's optimized, and who knows?
Still not. It's not gameplay. That's all that
gameplay,
matters
though.
to me.
So, what I wanted to talk about is 2 things. First of all, the typical gamers these days, they bought Battlefield Hardline in droves. It sold like almost 2 million copies in its first week.
Uh-huh.
A trailer like that probably is enough to get them excited and probably pre-order.
Pre-ordering. Yeah, there's a
Pre-order
lot
bonuses.
of pre-orders going on.
But to me,
it's Star Wars. It's going to sell out.
Yeah.
But to me, that first thing I thought was Watch Dogs E3 trailer. Like, this is not what the game's going to look like, and if anybody thinks it is, then they're really ignorant. And that's the people they're trying to appeal to, is the ignorant
Mhm.
ones who don't care, don't pay attention. But to me, why not just show me the? I'd rather see the gameplay, even if it doesn't look as amazing as what they show. Just show some gameplay. Show like if it's a first person with a like a Battlefield like Battlefield 4 perspective. You see your gun and you see the person, and then you can see the stuff flying around. I'd rather see in-game gameplay than some just ridiculous cutscene stuff. So that's my first thought was, oh god, here's another Watch Dogs. We're going to see a downgrade next when they show it at E3. It's not going to look nearly as good, and that was my first thought. So whoever wants to take it away, what were you thinking when you saw that trailer?
All right, I'll jump up. The trailer looks good. It looks beautiful. I'll give them that. But I mean, personally, I've never really gotten into the Battlefront series. Not because I didn't want to. I just haven't had the chance to. So I'm looking for something to gameplay-wise to draw me in. That's just me personally. Outside of that, I'm a Star Wars fan, so I'm definitely my interest is piqued. But I also know EA's track record.
Exactly.
And that's what worries me. I know there are several people who will look at me with blasphemy. It's Star Wars. It's Star Wars, man. It's Star Wars. You got to enjoy it. It's Star Wars. No. I love Star Wars. I'm a huge fan of the series. But I know the track record of the people behind the game. Now, while DICE is a good developer, EA is not a good publisher. And there's a problem with that.
And
Now,
wasn't it last year E3 they only could show us like a wire-framed character models, so it's
I want it to be a good game. I want it to be great. I mean, it kind of sucks that there's no single-player campaign, because I like single-player campaigns and FPS games, but it's not there.
especially in a Star Wars game.
Yeah, because Star Wars is all about the story.
Daddy, how do you do that?
Star Wars is all about the story, and for me, it needs a story, but that's my personal opinion. That's not everyone.
So
I just wanted it to be good. Be a good game. Don't load it full of bullcrap DLC, which EA is going to do.
They're gonna do that. I'm not even a big fan of Star Wars, and I already see the red flags just popping
Well,
up
it's
left and
easier for
right.
you because you're not a Star Wars
Yeah,
fan.
and that's why it works for me, because I'm just like, wow, I see all these red flags. Not being a fan, and everybody who is a fan, they're just gonna let it slide. They're gonna buy the game regardless, just
Well-
because it's Star Wars. Plus, they're trying to get it out before the movie, which is the stupidest thing ever. Push
They
it back
should wait
more.
until
They
push
need
it
to
back
wait.
until after the movie is done,
Yeah.
and add an actual story that ties it into the movie.
Yeah, because first of all, this game, I mean, the movie can sustain itself. It doesn't need no publicity from a freaking video game. The video game could ride on the wings of the movie and get more,
Well,
some
that's
more
what
play
EA's
from
hoping
that.
for.
But they're doing it. They're trying to rush it out. Then they don't have a single player campaign for anybody who would like to play that way, and it's the footage they showed. That's not even in-game play. I mean. So many red flags, and everybody and their mother is just falling for it, hook, line, and sinker, and it's blasphemy against, the Star Wars gods or whatever, because you don't like Star Wars. No, it's because I'm seeing it from the outside looking in, and you guys really, anybody out there, if you pre-ordered already, stop. Wait,
Yeah,
look,
'cause
just stop, wait, and look.
Did it say 2015 for sure? Like, are
That's
they
what they're
shooting for?
gunning for, but
That's
I
what
don't.
they're gunning for.
Because
That's what they're gunning for.
I mean, it's April, so you're talking 5-6 months. They think
Well, when is the Star Wars movie supposed to come out?
December.
December.
Yeah, so they're probably looking at the latest, the November launch.
November.
So you're talking 6-7 months, and they can't even show gameplay at this point.
No,
I'm
they're
worried.
not ready. They're not ready.
And Mega, we'll go to you since Mega's the one that told me there's not going to be any space battles. If I haven't.
Oh yeah,
confirmed
that's
that.
another
Yep.
thing. I completely forgot to mention.
There are no space battles in this Battlefront, which is disappointing because the PSP versions of Battlefront have what? Space battles.
And does it take place during the original movies, like the Return of the Jedi? Because it looked like it was on where the Ewoks. I forget the name of that planet. It's been a long time since I've seen it.
I think this is taking place. Yeah, it's gonna take place some time around there, I guess. But They usually take place around like basically like through episodes like 6 and 7 around there. Sometimes 5.
It looks like
but-
some Empire Strikes Back
Yeah.
stuff will probably be in there, or maybe it'll end with the end of the original trilogy. You know, with the Empire getting beaten by Luke and all them. I forget what they. It's been a long time since I've seen the original. The Rebels. Jesus. Maybe it'll be in that and then maybe go a little further. But either way, they don't have space battles, so I'm seeing in my mind Battlefield 3 or Battlefield 4 with a Star Wars setting.
Skin.
That's what it's setting up for me. That's what I'm expecting to see.
That does worry me though. Like that's another thing. It's Star Wars, outer space. 2 and 2
It
go.
ain't called Battlefield.
It's
Hey.
called DLC.
Yeah.
That's probably what it's going to be.
Yeah.
But you want space battles? Pay
Oh.
$15 for it.
Mm-hmm.
Not even.
Actually,
This is like the perfect setup. This is like the perfect game. Now I know, like, the reason why they picked this up, man. Different lightsaber colorings.
Oh yeah.
Different, freaking Star Trooper colorings. Different pistol colorings and like all this other
$5 for a
garbage.
lightsaber.
Yep, $5 for one lightsaber that really doesn't make a difference. And it's like, yay, we love you. No, not really, but it's sad. I'm disappointed. It looks like that they just basically failed again. So, because
But
that's the most important thing about Star Wars Battlefront, space battles. Because, I'm sorry, no, I don't think at this point, as I know, there was a game that actually done that where you could just go from like the planet itself, then go right into space.
oh, that would be awesome. But that'd be
So
a lot of development time if they were going to try to pull that off.
Oddly enough, wouldn't you say No Man's Sky is probably more Star Wars than Star Wars Battlefront?
Yeah, you're moving around
no,
in
but
space.
it's like it's not really that difficult because they did it on the PSP. So it's like you're gonna tell me you have these consoles now and you're not gonna be able to do it.
Like you can actually fly from the planet's surface.
Yeah, you
to
can actually
space?
go on a spaceship, go directly to space, fight in space.
I mean, frickin' the GameCube had one of the best Star Wars, like, as far as space, whatever you want to call it, action, shooting, flying. The Rogue Squadron 2 or whatever was amazing on the GameCube. Just think of a epic like 64-player space battle with online, with all this, computer-controlled TIE fighters and stuff going by too. I mean, just imagine how cool that could be. Instead, we're gonna get the Battlefield idea with you got troops on the ground, then you have somebody getting in some kind of ship or some transport and be able to take them to a part of the battle that's going to be taking place on land. And they're just going to take the Battlefield formula and put Star Wars on it, which I think is lazy and I think it's stupid. Unless you just love Battlefield and Star Wars, this could be great for a person like that. But I'm so sick of Battlefield. I like Star Wars. I would like a Star Wars game. I know, Battlefront's got kind of a history, and I've never played one, but I would rather have just more of a Star Wars game than a Battlefield game with Star Wars settings. So I'm not excited at this point, especially like Coupon said, the red flags. They're not showing gameplay. They're not showing you anything. They even had to put disclaimers at the bottom, trying to trick you into thinking it's in-game footage or something. The way they worded it, they're just being sneaky about it. So I expect a huge downgrade in visuals when it actually hits PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. So anyway, anybody else want to say anything before we move on?
EA, allow DICE to make Battlefront a good game.
You already know.
It's subconscious. I can't help
It's
it.
a
And I
subconscious
wouldn't-
thing.
I wouldn't be shocked if they released a broken game or if they delay this game.
Day
One of
one
those two-
patch.
One of those two things is going to happen.
Day one patch.
And just real quick, the Star Wars actual trailer for the movie, I know it's been kind of, what's the word, love it or hate it, or it's been kind of polarizing.
I'm sorry.
People
but
have
I'm
been
cautious.
on both sides.
look, everybody can't hate on it because Han Solo, that's enough said.
Mhm.
Okay,
Enough said,
you
man.
show
Enough
him,
said.
it's done. So
No,
it's
not just Han Solo.
Chewie.
We got Han Solo and Chewie.
and Chewie. Man, I'm
And
sorry,
Chewie.
Han Solo, bro. But
Well, Han Solo ain't nothing without Chewie.
fine,
gotta
fine,
say-
Chewie.
I like that they
You can't
show.
have Han Solo without his wingman. I'm sorry.
You know, that was definitely the cool part, but they also had some cool like settings. They showed the Millennium Falcon flying through like a crash, like the exhaust port of one of the big Star Destroyers or something. You know, I see some potential there, but then I see the rest of it. And what's up with the Stormtrooper guy? They show him multiple times in this trailer, and he was in the first trailer. Does anyone know the relevance of that? They kind of focus.
The main character.
Is
of
he
the
like a
story?
main character? 'Cause
Yeah, I think he's gonna be like the main focus of the story. from
Okay.
what
I
I gathered.
I was assuming it was going to be about Leia's kids.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
getting forward. I don't know. I really don't know. But I'm cautiously optimistic, but I'm not seeing anything that's got me like, oh my god, super excited. Because the last 3 Star Wars movies were so bad. Even though this is J.J. Abrams. And
Jar
did
Jar
stuff-
Binks is back.
Yeah. That
No, it should be dead by this point.
it's gonna
Someone
have
should have just someone in that freaking universe.
his great
someone
grandson.
Someone in that freaking universe should have just shot him dead. Honestly, it's like
Lisa Grandma.
I can't
No!
believe-
Lisa Grandpa died.
I can't believe that he made it in the movie. Like the character wouldn't have been bad. It's the voice actor
What?
that killed it. That was just stupid.
yeah.
Why did they even go that way with it? But whatever.
I don't know. George Lucas
I'll probably
had lost it.
I'll probably go watch the movie anyway. I might not be a fan, but I still like the storyline. It's not something to sniff at, so I'll definitely go watch the movie.
Yeah, I might go see it at the theater. I don't know. I might wait.
The best
Wait,
parts
too.
of those movies, though, is those freaking fight scenes, though. Them lightsaber battles. Those
Mhm.
were the best things about those movies.
Oh
So
yeah.
what's up with
And-
the Jesus Christ lightsabers, the cross lightsabers?
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know. I hope they redesign that and redo that because
I
that
don't
was retarded.
It's all good.
Oh, you're one of them.
It.
You're one of them that
But-
doesn't like the crosshair.
It's pointless. I mean,
It's
It looks
okay.
weird, but
Like I'm fine with it but in a way, I would say that it would be better off if it was like a V shape. Those two little
Yeah.
sides would be like a V shape. But
yeah.
honestly, I don't know. We're probably gonna see how it's gonna be used in there. Watch it be where it's like I can kill you from like 5 feet away, or
it just looks like another gimmick, just like in.
Looks weird, but I want to see what they do with it. So if they do something nice and decent, hey, it's all
Because
good.
episode 1, they did the dual end lightsaber, and that got everyone all excited. But I think they're trying to recreate that. So anyway, let's move on to the Mario Kart 8 DLC Pack 2, which hits this Thursday, the 23rd. Nintendo released a bunch of information. Game Explain's got analyst videos. I've seen all the tracks. Pretty well got a feel for what they're gonna be like. So let's talk about the characters. They're not. I mean, that's the least important part, I think, of the DLC. But in my opinion, it's a little on the weak side because I'm not an Animal Crossing guy.
Dry
So-
Bowser. That's all about Dry
Dry
Bowser.
Bowser looks cool for sure.
Everybody else don't matter.
But Isabelle and the villager, that doesn't
they-
excite me at all. But
Definitely
anybody
either.
excited? Any diehard Animal Crossing fans here excited to play as any of those two
Yeah,
characters?
I mean, I really want to play as Isabelle. The villager can go screw himself. But, the villager can. I mean,
I thought they would have used the one in
it's okay.
Smash Brothers. It would
Yeah,
have been
it's
nice
like-
to have him.
he's already in Smash. I don't know why he had to be here. Like, put Isabelle, at least for that reference. And then everything would be fine. But
Isabelle looks like she fits the Mario Kart universe pretty well.
Yeah.
yeah, and
She does.
the thing I really like what they showed is the way when she does her tricks, it has like those little how do you call that? Like those little things that show off her emotion there. Or like it would have like song symbols, flower symbols, like
Mhm.
around her whenever she did a trick.
Pretty cool.
So it was really nice. It took a lot from Animal Crossing itself.
Yeah.
Mostly the only there's actually a lot of disappointing stuff that I see in this. Well, mostly with the vehicles in a way. The Animal Crossing bike sucks balls.
All right, we're gonna
Yeah.
talk about carts last.
Fine.
There's characters
All
here.
right, characters.
the characters.
All right. Oh, okay then. Okay then. Dry
Alright,
Bones
and-
Bowser. I'm sorry.
It's all
a
about
waste.
Dry Bowser.
It's a waste.
It's all
It
about
coulda
Dry
just been-
Bowser.
It could have just been an alternate costume for Bowser, like
It's
the
like
villager
the Cat
is.
Peach and all that
Cat
other
Peach,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like Cat Peach, like freaking Tanuki Mario. Come on, man. This is such a waste. Bring Bowser Jr., bring Boo, bring in the freaking wizard. What are those things called? Like the freaking wizard.
Yeah,
Oh,
the
yeah.
magic
Yeah.
wizards
Mhm.
thingies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That make
Yeah, that-
Bowser big every end of the game. So just like bring those kind of characters. Why do we need like watch? I bet you, and because Zen's been saying this the whole time, pink gold baby Peach. I bet you it was gonna happen.
If they do that, I'm done. They
I
need to-
honestly believe this is the last DLC for this, as far as characters and stuff for this game. But
we'll
that's.
probably get more tracks maybe, but as far as
I think they're
characters,
done. I think they said they were gonna start working on the next game. So, but Andre, I know you've been playing Mario Kart. You've been joining the Juice Lose tournament here and there. I don't know if you're by your mic or. I think he's not back yet. He did say he was gonna do something. So for me, the characters are a wash. It's pointless. You might as well not even. I mean, I guess it's something. Isabelle does look cool, but I could have lived without him. The tracks and carts would have been good enough for me. So I don't think there's anything super exciting. So next, let's just talk about the tracks, and let's just pick, what one looks like it's going to be the most fun, or which one has you the most intrigued, or visually pleasing. Pick whatever you want to say. Just pick a track that you're excited to race on, that looks good without having raced on it, obviously, and maybe one that looks like it might be, kind of something you're not gonna care to race on very often. So off the top of my head, I think as much people were poo-pooing this track, the cheese one.
poo-pooing.
Yeah, I heard a lot of
They don't-
people kind of
they don't like
it. I watched there's a lot of twists and turns. There's a lot of shortcuts. Without having raced it, it looks like it might be the most fun to race on. Especially if you got mushrooms and stuff, you can take the shortcuts. And there's a lot of twists and turns, a lot of tight turns, so it's gonna be a little more technical. So it's not gonna be just an easy cakewalk, to like some of the other ones. Like Baby Park's gonna be all about which items hit you, just like Excite Bike. What items you get, how much you get hit by items is really going to affect that race. There's not too much skill involved in actually racing that simple two corners, basically. So that one, in my mind, is going to be the least exciting, but it's hard to say at this point. It was an okay track in the original, and I think it was in the DS one as well. So those are my two, and I know they all look great. Other than Baby Park, as far as the track layout, it's fantastic visually, and then a lot of the other tracks like the Ribbon Road all look stunning, but I just think from a track layout perspective, from what I've seen, all the analyst videos I've watched, I think the cheese one, I forget what the exact title of that track is, so, and we lost Andre, so Coupon, why don't you go over maybe the track you think is going to be the best, and which one you think might be the least?
It's a tie for the best for me. I got Baby Park looks good, and I'm really excited for the F-Zero track that I've seen so far. They look pretty decent. And then as far as the least track, I really don't have one because I didn't see all the tracks yet, so I don't really have anything that I don't like. I'd probably put the cheese one there, but I didn't really dislike it, so.
That was my first take, and then I saw the layout, and it looks, I like a lot of corners and stuff.
So far, all the tracks, they really piqued my interest. I don't really dislike. I would say the Animal Crossing track is the one I don't like the most. I'll put that one in the least. I just don't see anything exciting. You run into a tree, why? I don't care. Aside from the weather changing, it's really nothing exciting about it. It's pretty freaking boring.
And I would think that, what's that woods one called? I don't know. That one looks like the simplest. There's not much to it. There's not a lot of twists and turns. It looks like a straightforward track. Visually looks nice, and I like the setting, and the music's great. But that one also
Yeah.
looked like it wasn't much as far as you're not going to have a problem making the corners and stuff. It looks like a pretty simple track. So Mega, we lost Andre, so
All
why don't you
right.
go ahead and talk about the tracks?
The tracks. Sorry, that desert one is a piece of garbage. I do not like the. I'm sorry. The one that really brought it down to me is freaking dry desert, and ever since that time, I don't care. It just desert stages are the most boringest thing to me. It's just like they could have multiple tracks. The layout couldn't look nice, but they're so boring.
So
It's
you're
like
judging it solely on the aesthetics. You don't care about the track design or the
because
challenge.
it's like, how can you enjoy a track design if the track itself is not good enough too? You know, it's like that's why I never liked Dry Desert because it was so bland. It was
Well,
so
that
like
one
just
is bland, but the other one
yeah.
doesn't look that way from
I
what
don't know.
I've
It's just
seen.
I mean the only thing that makes up for it is a chain chomp. I like that because like this big huge freaking thing just coming
I
at
don't
you.
know. I gotta just get on it to see
Yeah,
how it really
Yeah.
catches me. Because
that's gonna be one
we
thing.
could be looking at it and it might actually
Yeah.
be pretty decent. I don't know,
I
but
don't know.
I
I
get
just
what you're saying.
yeah, I just can't handle desert stages. It happens in every game. It's like people mostly hate water stages or something like that, but I hate desert stages mostly because they're so boring. But my most like anticipated track is the like I have two here, which is the Big Blue, right, and which is the F-Zero track, and the Free Forest. I like that place because it really brings it out and reminds me so much of Maple Treeway, which is one of my favorite tracks ever in Mario Kart. And I really wish they would have brought it back. I really wish because it would have looked so
They
beautiful.
didn't bring back any Wii tracks this time. It was just Game Boy
Yeah.
Advance and um, Mario Kart 7 and what
Mhm.
was the
Like the villager track, I like it for the fact that it changes seasons every single time you're on it. That's really nice. I saw the track itself. It really is just a round down track. It's not really anything special. Um, Let me see. I don't know who in their right mind requested Neo Bowser City. Who did that? That is the worst track in the whole series. I'm sorry. That thing is so bad. Like I I mean
It
I'll give it a
looked
benefit of the
good,
doubt.
but
I'll
I
give
don't
it a
know any
benefit.
better.
Yeah, I'll give it a benefit of the doubt. Since Mario Kart 8's drifting is better than 7's, I'll see how it goes. But if it still acts the same way, I'm just gonna be like, why? Like, who was like, hey Nintendo, please add this, please. Who? Um, and Baby Park is simple as ever, especially when you play it in 200cc. It could be done within like a minute. Um,
200cc? You mean?
yeah, 200cc, yeah.
You said 100,
Um,
or it sounded like you said 100cc.
oh, well, Google. Basically, like 200cc, you're gonna be passing it because the Baby Park has 7 laps on it, by default either way. But you're gonna get past that on 200cc. It's just gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's it. Because the guy literally finished it within like a minute and 30 seconds. It's really short. Um, and let me see. I think everything else is fine at that point. Really, the one that's just really getting my eye is just the F-Zero stage because I love that they brought back the announcer. That is freaking awesome. Like at the end, it's just like final lap. It's just like he says something else, but it's awesome. But he does say something different when you are in first and F-Zero GX. He says like first place something, but it was really nice. So yeah, the DLC tracks that we're getting is gonna be fine. At least we're getting more to at least enjoy the game and enjoy it in 200cc. So that's fine.
All right. Since we lost Andre, we're gonna continue without him. Now we can talk about the carts. I know it's not. There's not that much to talk about. There's the P-Wing. There's the Bowser Trike. Then you have the Beetle one, and then you have the little scooter that's gonna be, if you're Isabelle, you better race on that scooter because that's that's like perfect combination.
Yeah.
I think the P-wing car looks amazing, even though it doesn't really look like a P-wing in any way, shape, or form. That's what they're calling it, saying inspired by the P-wing from Super Mario Bros. 3. But it looked cool. It fit the F-Zero track really well, so that looks cool. And I like the scooter for Isabelle, but I don't really care for the other two. Kind of like the Jeep in the
Wait.
first pack. That's going to be like the Bowser trike and the Beetle one for me. I'll probably never use them other than once. So
Wait a second. The P-wing is the
the car.
the car, the Mach 5.
Yeah, it looks like Speed Racer.
Yeah. It was. I'm just gonna call it the Mach 5 from now on. It looks too much like the Mach 5. So I'm gonna make a Speed Racer me.
And just put Rosalina in her racing, like in her racing leathers in the carts, because it's so stupid that she has her dress on in the carts. It looks retarded.
That is so
all of them.
That is so stupid. Like,
it's stupid for all of them because they're all racing, and I don't think anybody races with a dress.
with a dress, right? Like,
It's like, come on.
Because that would just be cool.
Put them in jumpsuits.
For especially that car, it's a racing car. I think it would look awesome. But and then I just wanted to. I said this, I think, was it your Mega's podcast last week? I think, or maybe not. I can't remember. I posed the question with these two DLC packs, and then I said if they added a proper battle mode.
Oh yeah, you did.
Arenas, like this has the potential. It already is probably one of the best achievements Nintendo's ever done in a game like this. There's so much content, and for the value for what you paid, there's just so much to do. And I love Mario Kart anyway, but this just feels like their best, like their masterpiece of a game. As far as I'm not saying it's as good as a Zelda, like the best Zeldas, but I'm just saying from execution to like the artistic design to the technical stuff, the frame rate's stable, rock solid 60 frames, everything looks beautiful, the replays, and we get these DLC packs for a great price. I just think it's one of the best like things Nintendo's ever done, and like if they add that final thing, that battle mode, the battle arenas, this could be like just the defining one of Nintendo's defining games. And maybe I'm overselling it, but I just feel like it has that potential. I just wish they would do a proper battle arenas and just make this the definitive Mario Kart experience, and we may never see anything. They might never ever be able to top it. So, just anyone have any thoughts on that? Am I being ridiculous, or do you have any merit to what I'm saying?
I have nothing to go off of. This will be my very first time experiencing Mario Kart this generation, so I mean, so far it's really fun. I like the way they're going with it. I like the fact that they have embraced DLC, and it's not super expensive. They're doing it decently. A couple of the tracks could have rethunked those. A couple of the characters they could have rethunked those, but overall, like and then fix the battle mode. From what I heard, I played it a couple times, and that just wasn't a great experience. But if they could fix that, and if maybe somewhere later down the road they just throw some secret DLC in for the final hoorah, great. They've done a great job with this one.
Yeah, they definitely put one of their best efforts into a game, and it's Mario Kart, because the last one sold so well, and a lot of people criticized the Wii version for basically it didn't do anything special. Visually speaking, it was nothing impressive on the Wii. I mean, the Wii was capable of way better visuals. And they just, the online was kind of, it worked, but it was kind of forgettable at that, without having friends and stuff to race against. And it just felt like because it sold so well, Nintendo realized, okay, we can put a little more money into Mario Kart 8, and I think they did. And even though it's never going to sell 40 million units like Mario Kart Wii, I feel like because of that success, they were able and maybe convince the shareholders to put a little more money into the Mario Kart series. So, and this one's been a success. On the Wii U, it sold almost 5 million copies already, and that's more than half the install base. So, I mean, in that regard, it's been a big success. So, I'm just excited for Thursday, and the 200cc, which we didn't really discuss, really looks like it's going to change the gameplay. If you haven't heard, you have to get in 150cc with the new tracks. you have to first get at least a cup, whether it's bronze, silver, gold, or whatever, in each one of those to unlock the 200cc. I don't know if anyone knew that. It's not going to be available just immediately.
Oh, cool.
So you have to actually race through the new tracks and finish and get cups to unlock the 200cc. So hopefully with the tournament, so because I'm going to have one that day, I'm hoping I can just have the 200cc
Yeah, that's
in the tournament.
That's the thing. I'm thinking that's just for the Prixes, because remember you even if you didn't finish 150cc, you still were able to do it online.
That's true. So
yeah, so it's going to be available. It's just for the Grand Prix. So
you said Prixes. I was thinking.
I always say
Prix. Like
it's just saying
Prixes.
Tricks are for kids.
Prix are for kids. Yep. But you know, it's interesting what they're doing with this. This is really nice. This DLC is going to be fun, of course. And I can't wait because I just want to try out that 200cc already.
Mm-hmm. That's really going to level the playing field for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm still gonna be in the back of the pack.
There's gonna be a lot of people falling off.
faster.
So I'm just gonna announce this right now. On Thursday, my Juice Loose tournament is gonna be still at 9 p.m. I'm bumping it up to 16 races. It's been 12 for the last like 2-3 months. It's gonna be the new tracks only, and it's gonna be 200cc. I haven't talked to Red Knight since he kind of mentioned we should do a double tournament again, the Fresh Juice #2. And hopefully that's still happening. He'll do his at like 7 or 7:30 beforehand, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of him to maybe have his at 150cc so people can kind of learn the tracks a little bit, and then jump up to 200. So that's the plan. If anything, if that don't happen, mine's definitely gonna be at 9 p.m. Eastern time. 16 races, new tracks, 200cc. So just so everybody, I'd like to see everyone there. We've had some good turnouts lately. Some of my original Juices Loose racers have been coming back, and that was been really cool. So hopefully we can see some good attendance this Thursday. I think there'll be a lot of people excited, and hopefully the internet's going to handle it. Hopefully we don't have a lot of connection issues like we did when the game first launched, and it had 2 million people on immediately. So Andre, let me just see if we can hear you. You've been gone for a little bit.
Well, Comcast it sucks. Comcast internet sucks.
I haven't had a problem with Comcast, so.
Over here they suck then.
Okay. Let me just real quick just go over your thoughts on the DLC tracks. A track that's got you excited, and maybe something that doesn't look that appealing to you out of the 8 that they showed us.
Honestly, there's not a track that doesn't look interesting to me, but the one I'm looking most forward to is Big Blue.
Yeah.
But out of all, I'm actually pretty excited for all the tracks because there's something different, something I'm not necessarily used to.
And they put looks like they put a lot of effort into the stuff going on in the background and just like the visual design. And that Baby Park looks fantastic it looks like there's a what do you call it? Amusement park going right through it and stuff. It looks like they went the extra mile on most, if not all, the tracks, and it looks fantastic. The blue or the ribbon, what is it, Ribbon Road or something?
Yeah, Ribbon Road.
That looks like Toy Story. I mean, they do.
That was the first thing I thought. I was like, we gonna see Andy show up?
Yeah, it's like they're putting a lot into the background stuff, which you're never gonna really pay attention to, and so I just love that attention to detail. What about any karts or characters you really
I'm kind
really
of
excited for?
disappointed in the Villager because it's not the Smash Villager.
Mm-hmm.
I can't ride by with that creepy look on my face.
Yeah, that's what I was upset about too. I was like, why not the Smash one?
But to atone for that, the girl Villager does have that look on her face. So I might be playing with the girl Villager, even though she's pink and all. I might be playing with her.
It's so pink.
Just to ride by all creepy up on people.
The Luigi Death Stare. It's gonna be the Villager Death
It'll
Stare.
be basically this.
The Villager creep stare.
Yeah, we'll see.
Perpetual happiness.
Hopefully they don't have annoying shouts like Daisy's. I can't play as Daisy because
Daisy. No.
God, she's so annoying. But anyway, Mario Kart 8 tournament this Thursday. 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 200cc.
I'll be there. I'll be there. As long as nothing happens with my sister-in-law, because she's about to have a baby soon.
Oh, okay.
If that happens, I won't be there. But
That's fine. You can
The
miss
baby
that.
dropped.
I'm like, the baby fell out. We gotta go.
Man, screw the baby. It's all about Mario Kart.
Yeah. The baby will always be there. Come on.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's always going to be there.
Let
You can see
me
it- you
say
can see it
that
in,
to
like,
my
2
wife and see how long I live.
All right, so let's get to the questions here. We got quite a few, and I'll call out specific people if I think I want one person to answer. If not, you all can answer. And Teresa, I was going to say this. She said Neo Bowser City is going to be cool now that it's in 8. Just watch. I was just going to say that because it seems like Mario Kart 8 has a way of making a lot of the retro tracks better. So I wouldn't be surprised if that track actually turns out to be really good now because of Mario Kart 8, the mechanics and everything. So let's get to an actual question, though. Anderson Archilla, I'm going to ask this to Andre. Fast Racing Neo and Project Cars are not vaporware after all. Anyone still interested in either of them? Or is Mario Kart 8 at 200cc enough to scratch their racing game itch?
I
That's a
would
good
say
question.
it's a really good question. It depends on the type of racing game that you got, though. Because if you want that simulation feel, then Project Cars is probably Project Cars is
You
probably
ain't got to cry, man.
you get mad at a toy, but Project Cars will probably be the game that you want to play. Now, if you just want that high-speed racing that F-Zero used to give us, then you were probably going to want Fast Racing Neo. If you want craziness on screen at all moments and times, Mario Kart 8. So they got a different scratch for the different feel of the scratch that you need.
Mm-hmm.
So for me, I want to play all of them, but I'm a little bit weary of Project Cars now because of everything that they've done.
Mm-hmm.
I'm most worried of Project Cars because of the lack of analog triggers on the gamepad,
that too.
or unless they make it GameCube controller compatible.
If they do that, that might be good, but how many
Mm.
people are going to have the adapter?
That's true. So I would say Project Cars is different enough. I think Fast Racing Neo might be most affected by Mario Kart 8's 200cc because.
It probably will. It probably will be, but I don't think it'll hurt it too much because there'll be people like, "Oh, this is F-Zero." There'll be enough people to say, "This is F-Zero. I'm going to buy this, even though it's not F-Zero."
All right, so Mega. If Star Wars Battlefront ends up sucking, do you think Star Fox U will make up for it? This is from Anderson Archilla.
Well,
Go ahead. I can't answer that for you. Go ahead.
right now, Battlefront is. I mean, Star Fox is totally. It's a totally different genre from what Battlefront is. So I guess if you're talking in terms of sci-fi games.
And space battles, too, possibly.
Yeah, space battles. That's true. Yeah, and you see, it's Star Fox, and they're in space. You see the difference? But yeah, I'm thinking that if you're talking about the sci-fi, in the sci-fi genre,
Or maybe
games,
just the game overall, just being a good game that has shooting and ships. I mean,
it's definitely gonna be a big hit, because of the fact that we haven't had a Star Fox, and since Battlefront is going to be a disappointment, because I honestly think it will be, and I'm probably going to pick that up when they have a sale a year later. So, yeah, I think Star Fox will bring it back, and Battlefront's just going to be another battlefield,
Land Rover confirmed.
yeah, there's so much potential for a Star Wars shooting battle game. It's like endless possibilities, but it looked like they just took a different approach. But let's see if I can find another question here for Coupon. God, I keep frickin' changing as people add questions. I was just reading one that was good, and then okay. This is from Tony Cran. Keep on. What are the chances that Nintendo's first-party developer Retro Studios will be introducing their new engine at this June's E3, or I would say their new game more than their new engine? Do you think Retro will be showing anything at this E3?
I'm sorry, I don't even know who Retro is.
Uh-oh, you're off the podcast.
I know, right? I can't even
You
lie
just
on
lost.
that.
Retro Studios made the Metroid Prime trilogy and the last two.
Oh, I
Donkey
haven't
Kong.
played none of those games.
What about Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze?
Okay,
Nope.
Andre, what are the chances that Nintendo's first-party developer Retro Studios will be introducing their new game at E3?
I think it's a high probability. I'm looking forward to it, honestly.
Because it's going to be, what, 14 months after Tropical Freeze released
Yep.
until E3? Is that enough
so
time to show
I
off?
think that's enough time to get something working that they can show off. Maybe not a full game, but something that they can show that people can play that's tangible. I think that's possible. And knowing the talent that Retro has, I think it will work.
I would be nice, but I don't want them to, if it's not going to be out in 2015 or early 2016, I don't know, maybe not show it, but...
They're like, maybe show us a teaser, let us know something's in the works. Say,
Yeah,
hey.
maybe that. Just let us know that they're working, and maybe let us know what type of game it's going to be. So this one,
It'd be a thing if it's a Metroid Prime style game. You know, everyone will blow up at that point.
yeah, if it's a Metroid game, that's going to be pretty exciting.
And if it's a Metroid game, all those people that are holding out for a Metroid game better buy a Wii U.
Metroid never sells that well, so I don't know. It's not a real system
not
seller.
The bad thing is, that's the thing though. People will say that they want it and then not get it,
Just like
Right.
people saying they're waiting for Star Fox to buy a
and
Wii
then they
U.
won't get it.
And Star
they're not
Fox
gonna-
sells like trash. Like the last 3 of them sold terribly. Like no one's waiting
were-
for Star Fox.
They were great games though. That's the bad thing.
I mean, yeah, but you're not waiting to buy Wii U because of Star Fox. Anyone that says that, it's just not a. They're not a real
Just being
fan.
No, I know. I don't like the excuses. So when the excuse disappears, I'm like, okay, where's your?
Mhm. We'll
Where's
see
your
when
game
Star
pad?
Fox comes out. You know. Oh, I'm waiting for Zelda. Now it's delayed. You know.
No.
So creator
Oh man,
Mario.
people should have expected Zelda to get delayed.
I called it. I called it when it first announced. I said it in my podcast. I called. I said the first or second quarter of 2016, but now I'm thinking November 2016, which.
I'm
sucks.
figuring, yeah, it's probably better for November holiday season, and it's
That's-
either the 20th anniversary.
I don't even want to wait that long. That's just
No,
too far.
30th. It'd be the 30th anniversary. Oops.
I'll almost be 40 by the time that game comes out, which.
Pretty much. Yeah.
So anyway, creator Mario78, first time I've seen this user ask a question, so thanks for watching The Juice is Loose. He wants to know what we voted for the Smash ballot. He voted for Shantae and Zero from Mega Man X and Rundus from Metroid Prime 3.
My boy! I
Um,
gotta give him props for that, because he picked Zero from Mega Man X, so yes.
I voted for Bayonetta. So what did you guys and
Why
Gal?
y'all trying to make Smash sexy, man?
I'm still waiting. I'm still holding out my votes.
Why?
Isn't there a
got
time
until,
limit
like,
on that?
October.
It's a time limit. It's till
You got until
October.
like October to make
Really?
I know, and I
Yeah,
can make
that's-
them all
that's what-
throughout.
And then
That's
it
what I'm
takes them
just
6
saying.
months to make a character. It's going to be this time next year before they even announce.
I'm
Too
not
far
in a
away.
hurry.
Mega, did you vote for
I'm in
anybody?
a hurry.
Yeah. I voted Zero. I voted Sora. I voted Teddy from Persona 4. I voted.
Teddy creepy. Teddy would fit in with Villager.
I'm
They'd be-
sorry, Teddy would be perfect. I would love it.
Teddy and Villager would be best buddies.
Yeah. I voted also for hashtag Leighton for Smash. And yeah, I think that's about it because I really am not gonna put my hopes up for like people like Roy and all that garbage. So
You just voted for every character you voted for. I've never heard of. So
wow, yeah, I know you
Fanboy.
probably never.
None of it?
none of them.
Not one?
Mm-mm.
I am shocked. No, I'm joking.
I never
You
played
know-
Mega Mans, and I don't play RPGs, so
Oh, dude.
Mm.
I played Mega Man 2 when I was a kid for like maybe a couple hours. So
Yeah. The
Anyway.
series evolved, but Capcom killed it, so. Moving on.
Andre, this from Teresa. How do you think Nintendo will top Mario Kart 8 next gen?
that's gonna be tough
That's a
as
good
hell.
question.
Mhm.
Mario Kart Infinity.
We're
I think
done.
it'd have to be like a Smash.
It'll
I
be
mean,
a
I'll let
launch
you answer.
title that will get updated throughout the generation. I know that's highly unlikely, but if it ever happened, this would be the first place you heard it.
But what will they have to do? I mean, they can't. They're gonna have to have something to top what they've done with Mario Kart 8. Is it gonna be visuals? Is it gonna be a
that's the
gimmick?
hard thing. That's the hard thing. Like they can make the game prettier, but that's not gonna make it better.
Well, first of all, go away from it being Mario Kart and make it Nintendo Kart. Give all the
that would be the biggest push. Call it Nintendo Kart and put the damn battle mode back in the right way.
Mm-hmm.
That would
Make
be cool.
customizable battle levels.
Bring in some new characters.
Because
and-
just think of racing with Zero Suit Samus and
Yeah.
Lucina or Fire Emblem characters. Marth or
And I'm
something.
sorry, but I want some Sonic tracks for some odd reason because I just think they would be awesome to be able
Yeah,
to.
like
That's like because you like me, you want to see Sonic running alongside the cars.
Yeah, because he didn't get in the car.
Yeah, they could do a track based off like.
And
Green
put Kirby in there,
Hill
dang
Zones.
it.
I mean, there's.
Put Kirby on his Warp Star.
I don't know that Sonic deserves to be in a Mario Kart game though. A track. He just
As
doesn't have.
As far as games go, yeah, probably.
He doesn't have the
But
pedigree, in my
character
opinion.
The character himself is amazing. That's why I wish Nintendo would get him, but I mean, they can't really take Sega's mascot.
She is really mad at that toy.
Is that
No,
right?
she's mad I don't have the camera on because she wants to be in the camera.
Yeah.
Aw.
All right. Here's a question for anyone. If Han Solo has gray hair, why doesn't Chewbacca?
Because Chewbacca is Benjamin Button of Star Wars. He's aging backwards.
Because they did
He
show
ages
gray-haired Chewbacca's, didn't they, in the episode 3 or 2?
Or maybe their hair color has nothing to do with their age.
That could
Because
be.
knows?
thinking about it, even playing Knights of the Old Republic, there were gray Wookiees that were young, and there were like darker tanned Wookiees that were older. So I mean, it might not have anything to do with their age, just their breed.
Dogs get gray hair, and so just saying.
It just depends on the lore of Star Wars. I don't know what.
It was more of a joke question. I don't think we were going to get too
Supposed to
deep.
get all deep in it.
So Teresa said
it
Mario.
could be a joke.
Teresa says Mario versus Sonic Kart. Now,
Oh no. No.
after what I just said, I can't be down with that. But if Nintendo had full control and just had the Sonic characters, I guess I would support it. But
Well,
I
think that's what most of us would want.
I don't want Sega anywhere near that.
I
So.
just don't want
doesn't
Sega
have
touching
to
Sonic
do
anymore. That's what I want. I just want Sega
It's
to let go of Sonic.
hand them over to Nintendo.
They obviously don't know what to do with their own flagship character. Like they've had them all these years,
Mhm.
and they still don't know what to do with them. Like give them over.
that's-
Just
Same
quit holding
problem
them
with
hostage.
Capcom. Same problem with Capcom.
Yeah, Mega Man can come over here. We'll
Give
take
us,
I know.
give us both Blue Boys, and we'd be good to go.
Yep.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
I would like to see a Mega Man stage though in like a Mario Kart game too. That'd be kind of
Well,
interesting.
they did put the Mii outfit in there, so I mean,
Who knows?
I think they.
Or a
I don't
Pac-Man
know.
stage. I'm done. Stop.
Then it's not even Nintendo Kart anymore.
at that point it's Smash
That's what
Kart
I said. Just call it Kart. Freaking something.
for Smash Kart.
Mascot Kart. There you go. Mascot Kart.
Mhm.
Get all the mascots.
Anderson Archilla asked if he can race with you. He put, "Can I race with you guys?" Yeah. I mean, you already raced once. All you gotta do is
Hey, man.
win the tournament. I mean, that's the best way to do it. Get in
Join the
early.
tournament.
Get in early, otherwise you're gonna be in the second or third group. And you don't get to race with T-Juice, so.
No teachers.
Because we had a couple lobbies the last 2 weeks, and so it's If you
Oh,
just
so when I'm not in, there's more people.
yeah. So if you
That's
join
messed up.
if you join late, Andre, try joining me through the friends list. Otherwise, you
Yeah.
might get thrown into a small lobby of like one person.
And then not be able to race.
hmm Tony Coran voted for Bayonetta and Smash. You know, good choice. I'd like to see a little more focus instead of just a bunch of random characters out of Mega's brain.
Yeah.
You know, maybe have some characters that actually have a chance.
Well,
Oh, come on. I
most of
mean,
those
like,
characters,
Bayonetta has the
most of those
lowest
characters-
chance, honestly.
Most of those characters that he named were Nintendo characters.
So it's like, right now, it's like, Bayonetta honestly has kind of the lowest chance.
Well,
Here's the one I'm
to be honest though, I'm going to say Sora's chance probably just as low.
Yeah, it's slim. It's slim. It's very slim. I know that, because if KH3 not on the Wii U, then screw that.
Yeah. If they hadn't announced it already, he probably would have already been in the game.
Yeah, he probably would have.
Or Roxas, one of them.
Yeah, hopefully it's just Roxas. But yeah, I mean, most of these characters that people are voting for, I know it's really, unpredictable, or really just they're never gonna make it. Like,
King
but there
K.
is
Rool.
this one character, King K. Rool. I have no. I really would not mind it. It's just the fact that he might be a clone of Bowser. That's just my only problem. That's the thing with these suggestions is that you have to be careful. Yeah, you would want them in the game, but remember, you're speaking to Sakurai, the king of cloneness. So he does more than the Clone Wars ever could.
And Sakurai is the live action version of Benjamin Button.
Yeah, so
Reverse aging.
The way you guys got to do it is, especially with Bayonetta, right? She's gonna be a Zero Suit Samus clone. I bet you. I'm sorry. I bet you she will.
I don't know, man. She's got so many different, like, her moves already there.
But she has the a figure in a way.
Yeah,
of
but
Zero
she's not going to be as fast. I mean, she could be, but
Yeah, but that's like Lucina. She's fat. She's kind of faster than Marth and stuff like that. So really, just be careful who you choose for. If anything, just write in the thing, give different moveset. It's like, just write that in the little suggestion.
But then
thing.
do not clone such and such people.
Exactly. So really try to go for people that are at least close with Nintendo and have been doing a lot, with them and had games on their platforms like multiple times. So don't just be going like, hey, I want like, let's say even though I would love to have them, but I'm sorry, it won't. Spyro, right? That is like such a low chance.
Simple.
Yeah. So
that's a
it's
new
like-
character voice
like
chat. That voice chat be a character.
But
No.
I like
Voice
the
chat.
suggestion that so many people have put up. Reckless.
Yeah, the reckless blue
The
silhouette
reckless
guy.
silhouette guy.
Freaking that. I would not
I
mind
kind
that.
of like that. I actually wouldn't mind that. That is
That would
clever.
be so
as heck.
funny and unique.
That is so
He's
clever.
been in all Wii games. Okay, he's been in every single time warning you that that you're gonna be like me if you do this.
Right?
So
Like
that's
Say I'm knocking out girls, knocking over plants and TV.
it's no different from Wii Fit Trainer. I mean, come on. I would like to see him.
it's no different from Wii Fit Trainer from Rob. He was a toy. He wasn't
Yeah.
even in a video game. He was a
He
toy.
was a freaking toy.
No, he was a
Um,
game companion.
A panion.
He was a game.
It don't matter. He was a toy. He was a toy that was alive and played with you. It took
Yeah.
forever.
That they're gonna turn into a toy again.
Yeah.
All right, let's we gotta get
You know
through
what?
these
I would
questions.
not mind
Oh.
a new Rob.
More
Okay.
questions?
No more of that. No more Smash character talk, because that could take an hour more. This
That
is
could
actually a
take
good
years.
question from Anderson Archilla, because with 200cc, which karts and racers do you think will rise or drop in popularity/usage? I think the 200cc is going to make everyone want to be the slow characters with the slow karts to try to make
So
200cc.
basically, no more heavies.
Yeah, you're going to have the baby characters, you're going to have the monster truck tires on the slowest karts, just to have, so people have the best handling possible. I actually went to bring that up and forgot. So that's my take on it. I don't know if you guys...
I'm going to be the complete opposite. I'm going to be my heavy me in the Blue Falcon blazing down
You
the
see,
track, flying off the road.
You see, that's the cart that I'm gonna see being used a lot because they
Because
showed
it's
that it
200
hovers.
cc.
Mm-hmm.
They showed it hovers. So expect that cart to be even chosen even more now for the fact of it's gonna hover now. So like
I'm gonna
mostly
be
carts.
the one doing it too.
Yeah, mostly I would say the biggest like the vehicle section that won't be even used probably even once with 200cc will probably be the ATVs because those things really did not do well.
No, they're slow and they just suck.
Yeah,
So
they really don't do well. So you really can't go with those kind of with those kind of ATVs. Just go. It's either going to be with bikes, which would be the sports bikes with any type of good tires that have good traction on them, or any carts that have good amount of drifts or can do some crazy stuff like float. So it's just going to have to depend on that.
Boy.
Yeah, but trust me, I bet you, Terminator, when we go to that tournament, Blue Falcon, Blue Falcon, Blue Falcon, Blue Falcon, Blue Falcon.
You will see me in the Blue Falcon with my me in a Donkey Kong costume.
I'm not a fan of the Blue Falcon. I just don't feel
I don't get it too.
it doesn't
It's
work
really,
that good.
it-
But
It's because I'm so deeply an F-Zero fan, I can't help it.
But Red Knight uses it and he dominates 3 tournaments in a row.
I don't know why,
So-
but it's like when I use it, it feels so slow. Like
It's actually
It
a lot
doesn't feel as
faster.
fast as other people seem to make it look, because, yeah.
No,
seems
it's just-
pretty
it's
damn
just the
fast
fact
when I
that-
play with it.
I like the B-Dasher.
it's just the fact that whenever you do a boost, it gets like an extra kind of power with the boost. That's about it. That's what I could see makes it fast. So if you have like a mushroom, you're gonna go even faster.
That and the starting boost are different colors, which makes it better.
Yay.
Okay. All right. Let's try to keep these short. In Europe, the eShop is updated on Thursdays, but Nintendo of Europe sends out a press release on Mondays letting us know what's coming up. This week, it's been delayed, and the last time this happened, we got N64 games. Could it mean anything special this week? This from Island Hopper 64.
I don't know. They might be just doing like maintenance and getting prepared for E3.
I think maybe a new wave of N64 games or something, but I don't know why they wouldn't announce them.
Wait, it's happening in Europe, right?
Yeah.
Well, why do we care? It's like
Good point.
Why do we care?
yeah, it's like
still Nintendo and they are other gamers. That's why we care.
Yeah.
No, I appreciate someone watching from the UK.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying that straight up because it's like, we're in America, so that stuff really won't affect
Don't listen to
us.
Mega Island Hopper. I support
He
you.
does, yeah.
I just hope it means something good, but I know the UK got a lot of different titles as far as the Wii games in the eShop and stuff that we have yet to see over here. So
They got more than us.
Mhm.
Right now they probably have like about 9, because they keep getting more. Like we're still stuck with the first 3 that they announced for us. So, I mean, congrats to you guys over there. So, because we barely get anything.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Europe's struggling. I guess they're trying everything.
Yeah.
Trilink says he joined late, and he has a question, I think, or it might be a statement. I didn't pre-read it. I didn't want to talk about Smash characters anymore, man. Yeah, that's gonna be that could have been a whole topic about Ryu.
You'll have to backtrack for Smash stuff.
We're gonna have to. I'm not gonna answer that because that's a pretty big discussion. I meant to make that a topic and I forgot.
Ryu and Smash.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk about that next week. Sorry about that. So I'm gonna pick a couple more questions and we're gonna wrap this up. Capable Tie 7. What games are you most looking forward to seeing at E3? He's picking X, Scalebound, and Uncharted 4. I'm going to take Scalebound and Star Fox. Scalebound because it's platinum and the CG stuff they showed last year looks promising, and I want to see what this game looks like. I'm a big fan of dragons, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with that. And then seeing Star Fox, I'm anticipating to be kind of pretty much blown away by Star Fox. So those are the two most anticipated games as far as seeing that we haven't seen yet. Andre?
Well, I'm kind of in agreement with you, Scalebound and
Yeah.
Star Fox. I mean, because I know X is going to be a good game either way.
We've seen
I'm not
enough
gonna
of
worry
that.
about that. I'm not worried
Yeah.
about it. I know that's going to be good, and I trust Monolith's off. Which
Well,
is
we've
weird.
already. I mean, the game's done in Japan. We've seen hours of footage. Devil's Third would probably be my third. I'm
Oh yes,
third
I'm
choice.
so
Yeah.
looking forward to.
I want to
Devil's Third.
see. Yeah, I want to see this updated build and see what they got in store for us.
'Cause if Itagaki's shit talking is worth its weight, this is going to be
Yeah.
an amazing game.
Yes.
So, Mega, you got a game?
Oh! I'm officially stating Splatoon teams will transfer over to Devil's Third.
No.
Oh, man.
Might as well.
Mostly just like in terms of games, just anything really new, not anything that's been talked about for years. Like that's just my problem that sometimes I have with these press conferences and announcements is that it's just a game mostly that was already talked about. But
Talked
the one
about one thing, seen multiple times is another. So,
yeah,
Yeah.
but
if it's been talked about, we haven't seen it.
I mostly put that in the same term with talked about. But all right, let me see. Like, all right, I would like to see more of Star Fox, of course, because we haven't even seen a freaking thing about that. They just
No.
said,
Nothing.
how's it going? Of course, Miyamoto being that douchebag troll that he always is. And
Well,
and we
guess where
have-
Sakurai learned it from?
And also, I really want to see what Retro's been working on. I have to see what Retro's been working on. Because they said that they're apparently working on a sci-fi shooter, in a way.
Who's Retro?
Huh?
I said, who's Retro?
Retro Studios.
I know. I'm sorry. That was a-
You're
that was a
trying
joke.
to my
That was a
mind?
coupon joke.
Oh, coupon. Oh.
Sorry, I lost. Sorry, I got you confused there, but
It's
Yeah,
alright. It's alright. Let me see. Yeah, and mostly anything that Microsoft had to show, like, of their own IPs. I guess Scalebound would be one. Well, that's not really an own IP, but that's just, like, the third-party one. But Scalebound's one, because it's looking like a mix of Devil May Cry with dragons. That would be fine. And
Dragon May Cry.
yeah, and a lot more information about Halo 5 and what's going to be going on with there, because they've been hyping up.
October
hyped-
release date. So
Yeah, they've been hyping a lot of people up because of those trailers they've been showing, especially the
Lock
two that
and
they
Key.
showed.
you mean
Yeah.
the live action one, or like pretty much
Yeah.
live action looking one?
And also those SoundCloud audio clips.
Oh, I
they've been
forgot
releasing
about
each
those.
week.
I gotta check those
Yeah,
out.
they're really like trying to hype this up with the story because it's everybody's coming up with their own different things of like, oh, this is gonna happen, probably this will.
They
So,
want this to
it's
be a
gonna be
big
exciting.
Halo game. They want this to rival Star Wars like lore. So I'm hoping it's as good as they trying to make it to be.
When did
Yeah.
Halo 4 come out? Was that 2011 or 12?
I think it was 11. No, I think it was 11. I don't remember exactly. I know I have it. I just don't remember when it came out.
I'm gonna look real quick because I was just wondering the
You know
development
what?
cycle on that.
I know what I want to see. I just want to know if this is going to be a thing or not. Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Just, we need
I-
to see if it's not.
I just want to know. I want to know if it's going to be a thing or not because I haven't heard nothing else about it. Haven't seen no trailers. Nothing. So go
Please
ahead and
let
throw that
us
out
know.
there. Just let us know, so I can put it in vaporware with
that's the only thing I'm
Last
gonna
Guardian.
be.
Yeah, 'cause
2019, I
right
think
now,
it's coming out.
it ain't coming out. It's Last Guardian wear.
Freaking Last Guardian, this is gonna be that name that they're gonna mention every single time.
Anytime a
during-
game disappears,
Every time
it's
it
gonna be Last
disappears,
Guardian.
it's Last Guardian because we're not gonna
Yeah.
see that ever.
But when Kingdom Hearts concerned, I really think
It's coming to Wii U.
probably that,
Confirmed.
Wii U confirmed. But honestly, I would say with that one, just it might get a little reference here, a little trailer, and then we'll see more at when they said like at the at that Japanese expo.
TGS.
No, not TGS. We'll probably see it at TGS too because freaking TGS you get to see everything. It was like another one. It was like some other convention too that happens in like November. So yeah, I mean we'll either see it from those kind of perspectives because all they have to really show is just something of the game. That's about it. And they did say that this year they're going to be showing stuff about Kingdom Hearts 3. So yeah, and we're probably going to get a release date
Give me
for
Vaporware 3.
15.
It's
But-
vaporware. Stop it. Just stop.
No, I'm joking.
Hey, Vaporware.
We'll see.
You're
If it's
hurting
at
me.
E3,
We'll
this
see if it's
year,
at E3. If it's at
then
E3,
it's
I
not
will be the
vaporware.
first one to scream and be happy. But right now, it's vaporware.
All right. So we're gonna wrap it up here, and not go through. Sorry for not getting to all the questions again, but people just submit so many, which I appreciate, but just running out of time. So appreciate all the viewers that have been following us this whole time. It's really cool to have people watch the whole thing while we're airing this. So anybody final thoughts? Anything you want to say before we go? We'll start with Mega, and take it away.
All right. Well, it's been great. Thank you for having me. It's been great talking about these topics. Mostly Mario Kart DLC is the most hype this week, so woo! Can't wait. Can't wait to go to that tournament too. I'm gonna be practicing until the DLC comes out 3 in the morning over here in the Eastern time, because freaking PST people. So yeah, I mean it's been great. Also, we're having a Gamers at Large tournament on that Friday this week, so make sure you guys go check that out. It's probably gonna be around 8:30 p.m. EST, okay, Eastern Standard Time, for all you PST people. But yeah, so make sure you guys catch on to that, and that's about it. So see you guys later. Peace.
All right, I'm having an 8-player local Smash event Friday at my house, so I won't be able to make the Mario Kart 8 tournament, but I think that's a good excuse having some local Smash going on, because that's, in my mind, that's what Smash is all about, the local play. So anyway, thanks for being on the Juices Loose number 43, Mega, and then Coupon, if you got anything you want to plug or anything you want to say?
Hi. So, no plugs for this week. Maybe next week, but I will try and make it in on those tournaments. I haven't been playing Mario Kart lately, so I'm still gonna be in the back of the pack. That's okay.
Oh, we need somebody. You need somebody.
Yeah, hey, somebody I gotta hold it down in the back for you guys. So I'll watch your backs. But I'll probably do some actual Mario Kart footage. Practicing up until then. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't decided, but yeah. So nothing really planned right now, but yeah, and Kingdom Hearts is vaporware.
We'll talk about that next time. That can be the whole podcast.
It doesn't have to be.
No, I'm just kidding. Andre, any final thoughts? Anything you want to plug? Take it away. Now's your chance. There you go. There went your chance, Andre. Sorry.
We're done.
It's like he must be tending to a kid, so I'm just going to say again, thanks to everybody who's watched this live, and if you're watching this on the replay and you want to comment, I've been getting a lot of comments lately, so I try to get to them. Sometimes I can't, because I used to be able to get on Google Plus at work, but I got yelled at because we're not supposed to be on social sites and stuff, so I can't do it at work anymore, so I've been kind of slacking on my replies, but feel free to join in on the conversation, leave a comment, tell us what you're, answer some of the questions if you want. And it looks like Andre's not muted anymore. Are you there?
Yeah.
All
My
right.
friend called me again, so I was like, okay, I'm trying to be quick about this.
All right. Anything you want to say before we go? Anything you want to plug? Now's your chance.
Well, only thing I have coming that I know I have coming is this Friday. My second episode to my new series, The Cross Zone, will be out.
All right.
And it will be good because the theme is the Blues Brothers.
All
Not
right.
the actual Blues Brothers, if anybody knows who they are.
I do.
And if you don't, then figure out who I'm talking about.
Dan Aykroyd and God dang it, I just had his name in my mind. And Jim Belushi.
Jim Belushi, yeah. John Belushi, Jim Belushi.
It's
whichever.
John Belushi. Anything you want to? All the topics. Anything you want to say before we go? Anything? Any final thoughts? Nope. Look forward to racing against you. What's your me name? Is it like me Dre or?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I switch up sometimes, but that's the one I'm going to be using so everybody knows who I am.
All right, yeah, and if people are planning on racing in the tournament, obviously if you're watching this on Google or YouTube, I'll post on Google Plus the tournament code. It won't be updated with the picture because I'm gonna post it early in the day, and I won't be home till after 5 o'clock, and that's when I'll be able to actually change the tournament to the rules it's gonna be. So I'll. But anyway, I'll post it on Google Plus, on Active Gamer Life Network, and all that. So looking for a good turnout, and so we'll see everybody on the track hopefully. And yeah, I'll probably be in the middle of the pack. That's where I've been finishing lately. Kind of struggling, but yeah, that's gonna be it for this Juice is Loose. Again, thanks to everybody who watched, and thanks to my guests for joining me. And I'll be like Mega. It's been great. Been a great discussion. Really good. So. Sorry, Mega. That was my Mega Gamer impression. So anyway, that's it. We're gonna go, and we'll see you next week.